What did you think about just going up against that and how that deterred some of you guys' offense?
Yeah, I feel like it definitely slowed us down. They did a good job of pressuring us at the same time as still being in the zone. And I feel like their top two guys do a good job of running a little tandem action and keeping us out the middle. But I feel like once we got in the middle, kind of broke down and we got to what we wanted. So
On the defensive end, having to go up against Bam, but also knowing that they had so many players out, what does that look like for you mentality-wise, being able to switch and know that DeAndre's there, you're there, and then you guys have other people behind you that can help out?
yeah, we just threw a lot of different matchups at them. Sometimes me, sometimes Jay, sometimes DeAndre, and sometimes we're switching. And I feel like we did a pretty good job. And a lot of our focus was also on like guys like Duncan coming off screens and stuff. So that makes it tough on guarding the bigs and three-point shooter. But overall, I feel like we did a pretty good job and came up with the win. So.
Yeah.
Evan, you guys are now 45-0 when you're either tied or leading going into that fourth quarter. What has made you guys so strong when games are on the line? And that was an area maybe in the last couple of years you were still trying to find your way as a team.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of said it. Like we got experience with it over these few years. We've just been trying to figure out that part, and this year I feel like we have the confidence when it comes to fourth quarters that we are gonna probably win the game if it's a close one at the end. And I mean that stat proves it.
Clinched playoffs tonight, or top six in the playoffs. You've obviously got bigger goals. Third winning streak of 12 games or more this season. Are you able to kind of take stock at how far not only you have come individually as a player, but just this team and this organization?
Yeah, came a long way. Um, Went through a lot of different trials and tribulations getting here, but I feel like where we're at right now is a great spot. We still got like 20 more games or so to go, so we want to finish strong. That's the main thing, and be as prepared as possible for playoffs.
Danny?
When it's the third game in 4 nights for you guys, you're losing in the fourth quarter, you have to fight back, you have to dig maybe a little bit deeper. How is that something that's helpful at this point in the season where you guys have done so much winning, you haven't faced a ton of adversity, but to sort of go through that on this night, how does that help?
It just shows our grit and what we're able to achieve when we all play as a team and dig down deep and really go for the win. And like you said earlier, in the fourth quarters, I feel like everyone just locks in on a different level and we step up and come out with a win.
Is it important for you guys to continue to show, I guess, that you can win with defense despite the fact that you've been so good offensively all year long?
Yeah, for sure. Defense is a big part of winning championships. So I feel like we still got some work to do on the defensive end, and we want to keep getting better on that side and maintain the offensive shooting. And some games you're not going to make shots, so you're going to have to rely on your defense.
Okay.
These recent games especially, it seems like Max has just kind of been all over the place for you guys. Kenny said that you guys call him Wild Thing and that he's shooting in the YMCA out there. What does he come to mean to you guys as a team?
He's a key guy for us. He's, like you said, all over the floor. And, anywhere the ball is, he's probably around there. You see him doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet, whether that's just running to the corner, sprinting to the corner, sprinting back on defense, getting deflections and rebounding. He's just all over the place. So to have a guy like that and a guy with his experience as well, going as far as he did with Miami, it's great to have.
Kenny also said that you guys don't really talk about where you're at, playoff clinching, all of those things. How do you, though, navigate trying to celebrate the successes you have in season while trying to stay even-keeled and keeping your mind one track?
Yeah, I feel like right now everyone's just trying to focus on these next 20 games and getting to the playoffs. Not really focused on too many celebrations at this point. We had a great season, yeah, but we want more.
Right.
I know it's a small sample size, but with you at the 5 and Hunter at the 4, what has made that front court pairing so effective on both ends?
It's a little bit different with me and him at the 4 and 5. I feel like me and him can switch. It causes a little bit of confusion on the other team as far as me and Jay being in. And I feel like it's just a little more versatility out there as far as guarding 1 through 5. And I feel like you said, small sample size, but it's been working pretty well.
And once again, I know it's a tiny sample size, so not making any conclusions. But the last couple of games, that's the lineup Kenny's kind of opted to close with you with the 5 and him at the 4. And it's worked. You guys have come back from 3 or 4 straight, fourth quarter deficits. From an offensive standpoint, how is what Hunter brings, which is a little different than Jared Allen's game, kind of helped you find your rhythm in those moments?
Yeah, he's just able to score without too many actions for him. He can score off the dribble, just attacking one-on-one, and that helps the team a lot. It puts more focus on him and DG and Don and whoever's in the game, and less focus on me, and I just get easy buckets from there.
Thank you.
To that point, Evan, how much do you appreciate Jared's willingness to give that spot to DeAndre without much of a fuss?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what he does. He just goes out there, does his job, and doesn't complain about anything. He could not get to touch the ball for most of the game, and he still goes out there, sets hard screens, gets the rebounds, and does his job. So to have a guy like that is great for the team.
How do you think it helps to have a guy in Kenny who has a strong relationship with Jared in those moments where he has to make a tough decision?
Yeah, I think Kenny does a good job of finding who's playing good during that game and who's not, and adjusting accordingly. And the past few games has been DeAndre, and the next few games it could be Jay. It just depends.
Last one, Jeff.
You spent the first 2 years of your career with Kevin Love. Today you came back. What is his impact on this organization?
His impact is huge. Winning a championship here, and all the years he spent here with the fans, and I mean, it's Kevin Love, so whenever he comes into this building, it's just a treat. All the fans love him, and it's great to see him out there playing against him again. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Is there any way that he's helped your game throughout the beginning of your career?
Yeah, for sure. He was a great vet growing up. He just watching him, how he prepares for things, and his skill set of rebounding, shooting, and being able to push the ball a little bit. I mean, I feel like that helped me a lot. I definitely looked up to him coming in my rookie year.